Welcome to the Woman Worriers podcast. You worry, I worry, we all do. If you're paying attention to the world today, there's a lot for women to feel worried and anxious about. As we explore the worries with curiosity and compassion, we learn to live more authentically and unleash the warrior within, someone who is strong, capable, and resilient, come what may. It's time to stop battling against yourself and start using your powers to meet everyday challenges with energy, purpose, and bravery. Now here's your host, Elizabeth Cush.
Hi, and welcome back to the Woman Worriers podcast. I just want to say thank you for listening, for being a part of this with me, this podcasting journey. Thanks for tuning in every week. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following me on social media. It's great to be here with you. And I just want to say I'm grateful that you're a part of this with me. I've been going through some shifts, some changes, some looking toward different directions for both my business and myself. And I know I've been talking about the coaching business that's coming up. Well, that is ready to launch. And I'm very excited, but also so aware of the imposter syndrome, the fear, the worry that I'm not good enough or I don't have what it takes to be, but both a good therapist and a good coach. And it's amazing to me how quickly those feelings can come up when we're stepping into a new place, into a vulnerable place, into a space that isn't comfortable emotionally, with all of that, excited about the process of building this new business and sharing it with all of you. And some reflection on what this process has been like to build a website to talk about why I wanted to be a coach. The first things that came to mind as I was creating my About page was I wanted to share about all the people that I care for in my life. My kids, my husband, my dog, my clients, my backyard birds, my friends. Those were the things that came forth first versus who I am, how I feel, why I'm creating this business. So often for women, we define ourselves by the people that we care for, and that just really hit home for me and is one of the reasons why I'm launching this coaching business. Because what if we had the power to just be us, to stand in ourselves, our own feminine power, and hold tight to the gifts that we have innately within us? What if we could define ourselves by the things that bring us joy, the tiny moments of connection, that sense of self, of being at home in yourself? For a long time, I was on a search for things that would help make me feel full, feel whole, feel truly connected. Having the right degree or getting the right job, being spiritually connected in the correct way, having the perfect family, the best routine, all of it. And at the end of it all, of all that striving and pushing and looking and searching, I still felt like there was something missing. And it took me a while to realize that the fulfillment I was missing was inside me. That looking out for connection left me feeling wanting most of the time. I realized it was time to come back to the things that I love most, things that maybe I'd left behind or forgotten, or even maybe hadn't realized. Things that make me light up and feel alive. This wasn't a process that happened overnight. It took years of therapy, a lot of conscious and mindful healing. It took work to get here where I am today. But I can say that I have arrived at a place where I truly feel at home in myself. It's changed the way I live. It's changed the way I connect. It's changed the way I feel about me. And although I will continue to do psychotherapy with my clients who struggle with anxiety and depression, I'm also called to meet people in a different place, in a new way. I want to help women cross into a new way of being with themselves. When you step into yourself and feel truly at home in you, something amazing happens. You begin to realize that maybe you have lost touch with the things that bring you joy, the things that matter to you, the things that touch your heart. I'll tell you the 3 things that come to mind most presently for me that I had left along the way or just lost track of. One is the color pink. I can remember as a child, my sister and I shared a bedroom for a very, very long time. And I can remember being really young and my mom was going to paint our room. And I asked for the room to be painted pink. That is what I wanted. But my sister had other ideas. She was older and she wasn't hearing anything about painting the room pink. That was to her too girly and childish and honestly, I don't remember what color we ended up having our room painted, but I've come home to the color pink. I've come back to the color pink. I have a lot of pink sweaters now. I'm making it an integral part of my website, and it's a color that I want to embrace moving forward. That it's a part of me, that it speaks to me in my most heartfelt place. And I've also realized how important being near water is, being connected to the earth in very tangible ways, whether it's being on the water or being near the water. I get so much fulfillment and a sense of being a part of the earth when I can be near water. When we moved to Annapolis and lived closer to the water, I realized how important on every walk I needed to at least take a side detour and stand near the river's edge and just look out at the water. And when we were able to get a boat, then spending time on the water, there were days where we would just cruise around exploring different coves and creeks, and I wouldn't want to go home. I would want to stay on the water because of the joy and how grounded and peaceful I felt while we were out there on the water. And the beach has always been important to me. And I just haven't had the opportunity to be there as often as I would like. And so going forward, that will be a priority for me, spending time near the ocean, because that's where I feel truly at home in myself. And lastly, finding opportunities, giving myself opportunities, being open to opportunities to laugh and spend time with people who bring tears of joy to my eyes through laughter and silliness and playfulness. I realize that the people I am drawn to, the people I go back to, the people that I long to stay connected with are the people I can laugh with, belly laugh with, be ridiculous and silly and goofy. Those are the moments that I remember and hold like a treasure. And that's been reinforced through the podcast, through guests who we can be silly, but also through my friendships, with my kids, with my sister. Those moments where we're laughing, giggling, having fun, that just opens my heart in a way that nothing else can. These three things, these simple things that are neither little nor simple, bring me back to a deep felt sense of enduring joy. And I want to take you on this journey too. I want to help you find that sense of enduring joy within you. I want to help bring you home to yourself, to help you find that home that's always been within you. Caring for self is a vital part of the work. Learning how to set and honor boundaries that help you live your life with ease, and also building compassion for all parts of yourself so that you can flourish and grow. That's the work that we'll do. And as you build this life for yourself, as you come home to you, you'll discover your own innate feminine gifts and come back home to your compassionate, intuitive, grounded, most beautiful self. It's pretty remarkable what can happen. So if you're interested in booking a discovery call with me to see if coaching with me makes sense for you, go to elizabethcush.com and you can book a discovery call there, or go to the show notes on the podcast and the links will be available there too. I would love to work with you and help you find your way back home to yourself. I hope this week brings you joy and laughter and feelings of being present in the moment and grounded within yourself. Ciao for now from this Woman Worrier.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Woman Worriers podcast. The information in this podcast is not a substitute for seeking help from a licensed mental health professional. Music was written and performed by Andy Cush. If you'd like more information on this episode, you can find the show notes, the resources shared today, and links to the guest profiles at womanwarriors.com.